All right. Well, of course. Let's go.
I'm listening. Orders for me?
Spring is sprung. Yes, yes.
I'm listening.
Best wishes. Let's go. Beautiful. Don't get carried away. All right. Say night-night. Yes. Spring is sprung. Let's go. Of course.
If that's what you want. Orders for me?
Best wishes. Yes. Well. All right. Sweet dreams. Beautiful. Let's go.
I'm listening.
Yes.
Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we'll be taking on the Bizarro Alfonse himself, Líf, in his very own Mythic Hero Battle on Abyssal difficulty. So Líf lives up to his title of Lethal Swordsman here. He starts with a 0-turn cooldown on his Open the Future special, which is essentially a healing bonfire. And with his 44 defense, his 66 base attack, he'll be doing at least 88 damage before that weapon triangle calculation. So just be aware of that. That is something to note when you're formulating your strategy to engage on him. He also comes with a renewal as his seal, and that is to help him maintain that health threshold for his unique B-slot skill, Deadly Balance. The Cleric right up here is pretty annoying as well. She is basically debuff central on this map. She has Melancholy Plus to inflict guard on your units. She has Chill Speed for her B slot. She has Attack Ploy for her C slot, and she has Panic Ploy for her seals. And then, to top it all off, she is considerably tanky with that Fortress Defense and Res. The red Fire Sweep Archer over here has Life and Death, Poison Strike, Darting Blow for the seal, so designed to be a relatively offensive threat, so you want to be wary about that. But that kind of covers the most big threats, I think, on the initial phase. Oddly enough, a lot of these units don't have a seal equipped. They don't have any tier 4 skills equipped. I'm not 100% sure why that might be, but that definitely helps temper the overall difficulty of this map. It makes it a lot more manageable. The breakable walls here are actually pretty nice because they allow you to pick and choose engagement points. You can go forward, clear some of the walls in order to create an enemy phase path, or clear some of the rubble for more elbow room, or to funnel the units in a particular way. So you can keep certain structures up just to delay the enemy advance on certain areas for given that turn. So it leaves the player with a lot more options, which I am all for. I think that's nice. It lets you strategize a little bit more. So the only real adjustment we ended up having to make on our Camilla Emblem team was giving Spring Camilla here a Lancebreaker for the B slot. That helps her to secure some kills early on. We'll talk about that, go into that a little bit later. Otherwise, the default blind kits that I usually run were absolutely fine here. We'll go ahead and run through those right now. So starting off with Spring Camilla, we've got Spring Princess Camilla merged at +10 with a speed asset, has that summoner support, 5 Dragon Flowers, Grand Raven Triangle Adept build, reposition for the assist, Draconic Aura for the special, Lancebreaker for the B slot, just like I was mentioning, Goad Flyers for the C slot, and Distant Defense 3 for that seal. Next up, we've got Vanilla Camilla merged at +10 as well. Also has a speed asset. Has her special refined Camilla's Axe, reposition Draconic Aura, Distant Counter for the A slot, Renewal for the B slot, Hone Flyers for the C slot, and Chill Attack 3 for the seal. Next up, we've got New Year's Camilla. We have Holiday Traveler Camilla merged at +10 with a speed asset. Has Slaying Edge plus Death Blow, Heavy Blade Gale Force build, reposition for the assist, Goad Flyers for the C slot. And finally, we have Brave Camilla, Light of Nor Camilla, Queen Camilla merged at +10 with an attack asset and 5 Dragon Flowers. Comes with her Native Sangreather, Restore Plus, Miracle for the special, Attack Speed Push 4 for the A slot, Wrathful Staff for the B slot, Goad Flyers for the C slot, and Renewal 3 for the seal to keep her topped off as she takes tick damage from the Attack Speed Push 4. So right out of the gate, we want to pick and choose engagement points and particular enemies that we want to take out. The biggest threats to our specific team are going to be the red bow user over here, so we just want to make sure we're out of their range, able to pick them off on the following turn, as well as the blue cavalier. That's just an easy target. Overextending has a long range, so they're going to overextend and suicide. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use Spring Camilla to that effect, be able to take down this breakable wall, and that extends the danger zone for the Blue Cavalier so that they are going to be able to attack and suicide on Spring Camilla. In the process, we're just going to shift Vanilla Camilla up as well, so now they're both in the range, and they will both be able to tank the Blue Cavalier just fine and kill on enemy phase. And we're just going to shift up. We're going to set up Brave Camilla so that she will be able to take out the red bow user on the following turn. Let the rest of the units advance while the Blue Cavalier kills himself. Okay, there we go, perfect. And now they're all lined up nice and pretty for us. We're going to take out the red bow user with Brave Camilla here. And then we're going to go ahead and use Spring Camilla to take out the Lance Fighter right here. And the nice thing about the gravity from Sangreether here is that it's inflicted on this Axe Fighter, which means he can only move one space, and we can plop New Year's Camilla right here in his range. And that means that he's going to have to attack into her and basically kill himself, suicide into her, which is perfectly fine. Notable threats of reinforcements on this turn, we do have the Bow Cavalier up here. So naturally, being a Cavalier, he has impressive movement, has an impressive kit generally. Comes with a Brave Bow, Attack Defense Lull, Rouse Attack Defense, Sturdy Blow, topping things off with Fire Boost, which, you know, with Abyssal level stats, they can take advantage of reaching HP thresholds that the vast majority of player-controlled units simply can't. So he's definitely going to have all of those boosts as well. So definitely quite a powerhouse standing back there. The Green Manakete over here has built-in distant counter naturally with her Lightning Breath, as well as Quick Riposte for the Seal and Null Sea Disrupt, which is a relatively dangerous combination, so just, you know, bear that in mind as well. But regardless, like I said, we're going to use this and take advantage of the Axe Fighter here, be able to tank him and kill him on enemy phase, and we'll just kind of shift accordingly to get ready for the next set of reinforcements that are going to be appearing on turn 3. So we take out that Axe Fighter, everybody's going to shift forward. So now we've got these two armors that appeared on the sides here, and we just want to take them out really quickly because they're a nuisance otherwise. They'll just take up the space of maneuverability that you have in your territory or my territory as we're trying to kind of split the map. Specifically, this Lance Knight is kind of a problem because the Lance Knight not only has Wary Fighter, 99 HP, and has considerable defenses, plus Barrier Lance Plus, but more notably, the Lance Knight also has Panic Smoke. So Panic Smoke is really annoying. You know, you can Spring Camilla could tank this Lance Knight all day. The main issue being they'll be inflicted by Panic over and over and over again. And you know, I want to take advantage of the Hone Flyers buffs if I can. That'll just let me secure more kills. So I just want to make sure that we can take out the Lance Knight on this turn. That's the focus right now. We're going to just take out the two armors. We're going to use Brave Camilla to chip away at the Sword Knight, who survives with 1 HP, but we'll go ahead and finish him off with New Year's Camilla, who has Gale Force at the ready. So that Gale Force will activate. She will now be ready to engage this Green Manakete. So like I was saying, the advantage of being able to choose the battles that you engage in selectively is really great here. So we're going to take down this little rubble here so that she is now in the range of the Green Manakete and will be able to chip away and do some damage to her. And furthermore, that'll let New Year's Camilla enter Desperation range, which is something else that we want to do. Now, in terms of taking out this Lance Knight, like I said, this Lance Knight has Wary Fighter, which is exactly why we ended up putting Lance Breaker on Spring Camilla. We want to just neutralize that Wary Fighter so that Spring Camilla can double, also proc Draconic Aura on that Lance Knight, do considerable damage, and then we can go ahead and finish him off with Vanilla Camilla as well on this turn. And then, of course, Spring Camilla is in the range of the Cleric, but being a Grand Raven user, she's going to take very, very precious little damage. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Vanilla Camilla takes that hit. Neither of them would take any damage, really, from the Cleric, being considerable res monsters. So I think she would do 0 damage to Spring Camilla, which is why she ended up opting to do like 3 damage to Vanilla Camilla, regardless. So on this turn, we've got the advancement of the Bow Cavalier, which is the big threat. The Manakete is sufficiently chipped down, and now we're going to use New Year's Camilla to finish off this Green Manakete here. Perfect, and then she's also going to proc Gale Force in the process. We're going to go ahead and use Spring Camilla to neutralize this Bow Cavalier, just because, again, big threat, but she can tank that without any issue because she does have that Grand Raven. So now we're going to reposition Brave Camilla to the right to engage on the Cleric because we want to double up on her. Like I said, she's pretty sturdy. She's pretty tanky. So we're just going to use 2 Camillas to take her out. We're going to use Vanilla Camilla first, and then we're going to follow up with Brave Camilla right here. So that takes care of all of the immediate threats, and the rest of the units are going to kind of funnel down as so. Now the Restore Plus is going to go off as well, so it's important to note the Troubadour over here that spawned, you know, just like her successor, is also a bit of a debuff monster. Not quite as bad, but she has more movement range, which makes it a little bit worse. So she comes with Panic Plus, so naturally that'll inflict panic on you. She also comes with Death Ploy 3, which is based upon her res stat, which is considerable at 49. Now, she notably has Restore Plus, which will remove any debuffs on her allies when she heals them, but not only that, it will also remove not just stat buffs, but also other debuffs, such as Gravity. So, I was thinking originally that Brave Camilla was going to play a bigger role, or her Gravity was going to play a bigger role in funneling the enemy, because this Troubadour exists over here, that actually limits the gravity's effect. I mean, it basically stalls the Troubadour because they're going to be stuck healing rather than, you know, initiating, which is also a good thing to have. But you can't really rely as much on the gravity effect, as we'll see in just a second. So Líf is front and center. He's overextended, and the first priority is going to be taking him out, and we're going to accomplish that by using Brave Camilla first. You know, he doesn't have Null Sea Disrupt, so he's just going to be able to have to hold that damage, and then we're going to finish off Líf with New Year's Camilla, just like so. Like I said, she has Desperation active, so she's not going to be taking a hit in return, which is exactly what we want. Gale Force activates in the process, and now the Lance Cavalier has Gravity on him, but remember, that Gravity is going to be short-lived. This Troubadour does have Restore Plus, so we can't rely on that. And Lance Cavalier is probably one of the bigger threats on the enemy team at this point. Lance Cavalier not only has Gale Force and Heavy Blade, but also has Lunge, which is, you know, deceptively annoying in the hands of the AI. When they lunge, they attack into you and swap places, which puts your units in range of enemies that, you know, they otherwise would not want to be in. So, in order to obviate and get around that, we're going to use Spring Camilla to make sure to take out this Lance Cavalier, and at the same time block off this Blue Mage. So kind of a 2-for-1. There we go. And the Blue Mage will have no choice but to attack into Spring Camilla, where she has that color advantage as well as Triangle Adept, so she's not worried at all. And now we're just going to kind of shift down here away from the Manakee, because we want to deal with her a little bit later. So on this turn, New Year's Camilla can tank that hit from the Troubadour. The Panic's going to go off. That's fine. Not ideal, but that's okay. And now all of the units have lined up for the final kill. We have the Blue Mage that is sufficiently weakened, and Spring Camilla can just finish her off. The Troubadour up here does not have the best defense, so we're just going to use that to our advantage by using New Year's Camilla to double and kill on player phase. And then finally, we've got the Green Fafnir here, who has, all by her lonesome, she is really tanky, don't get me wrong, but, you know, she doesn't really have much backup, and she's going to go down pretty quickly from a combination of Brave Camilla and Vanilla Camilla. So there we go. That is the strategy that I employed with Camilla Emblem to take on Lethal Swordsman Líf on his very own Mythic Hero Battle on Abyssal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using to clear this Abyssal level map. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those skies.